Greetings. My name is Shayla Brooke Campbell, and I am applying for the lead teacher position for first grade. I would like to thank you for your time and consideration. My philosophy on education is that each student has an unique ability to learn all they can and obtain their full potential. It is primarily up to the educators, administrators, and the districts to implement strategic plans that are accessible for students. Education begins in the homes. However, when students enter pre-K through 12th grade, they are left in the hands of the skilled professionals that foster academic achievement. Educators have to learn different teaching techniques that can assist all students in the classroom. Education is the framework for a student's future. The fundamental basics for learning are instilled at the beginning of each school year. Teachers are raising future leaders of tomorrow. My personal idea of classroom management skills is that they need to be introduced the first day of class. If students know from the start what is expected of them, they will act accordingly. There should always be a set of classroom rules and expectations listed so that students will have a visual interpretation of the expected behavior. I will start by going over each set of rules and providing examples of what to do and what not to do. Next, I will go over the consequences that follow breaking of the rules. Finally, I will send a copy of my expectations and rules home with the student so that the student and parent can sign the form in agreement of cooperation. The key is to not let students make you angry and irritated to the point where unnecessary yelling and hollering needs to take place. There are several ways to avoid reaching that point. While observing different schools, I have noticed the demographics and academic level pertaining to each school. During a visit to the public school, there were larger class sizes and the teachers taught and kept going. During a visit at the private school, the class sizes were smaller. The teachers were able to focus more on one-on-one independent learning. The vast difference in the school was the level of attentiveness among the students. The private school had more creative assignments for the students to engage in than the public school. The public school mandated assessments based off the Common Core state standards, whereas the private school does not follow the Common Core state standards and do not administer assessments of those in the public school. Each school used interventions to improve academic achievement. Effective lesson planning begins by preparing. The first step would be to write good learning objectives. By writing good learning objectives, that gives you a set framework of what you need to do to teach your students. You should also collaborate with other educators that are more experienced about lesson planning. You guys can compare lesson plans and figure out which one works best to benefit the student. Always research and develop new knowledge because there are plenty new advances that come out daily. Technology is advancing and there's a lot of research out there to embark on. Assessment measures the academic standard of a student's learning abilities. It can be measured by using formative assessments and summative assessments. Formative assessments consist of tests, quizzes, reflective journals, and homework, whereas summative assessments consist of end of the chapter tests, um, or semester exams. When I am in a classroom, I will administer both formative and summative assessments to measure the students' academic achievement and their abilities. The qualifications that I will qualify, the qualifications that will qualify me for this position are my degree in communication sciences and disorders, which is highly related to special education. I'm certified in speech correction. I have great communication skills, classroom management skills, effective collaboration skills, and adaptability skills. I possess the knowledge to effectively maintain order and precision in the classroom, and I understand the concepts of data necessary to move the school to the next level. I am open-minded and I do not mind feedback or constructive criticism. If I am hired for this position, I will ensure the best of my abilities to educate students to achieve their full potential. Once again, thank you all for your time and consideration and allowing me the opportunity to embark on this position. Thank you.